There you are breathing heavily, and he was already staring at you with his hungry eyes, wanting to do something. The room was very cold, and snow is coming from the windows, but his fiery breath heats your skin in the dark light. Wine, sup, please. Even though you spoke with a shivering voice, his gaze didn't turn away from you, didn't step back away from you. Jungkook, I have already decided that I'm not gonna let you go. You swallowed your own saliva and looked around, but he grabbed your chin and pulled your face to his. Jungkook, you are mine, Voyan. You must agree to this, or until you agree. Voyan, please don't, sir. Jungkook, say yes when I ask something. You looked down, but didn't want to say yes. He tightened his grip on your chin even more as his nails dug into your skin, causing you pain. Jungkook, where's my answer? Why? Yes, sir. Jungkook, say it loudly. Why? Yes, sir. Tears started to come in your eyes while saying this, but you controlled them sadly. Jungkook, I know, Ryan, you would say yes. No one dares to say no to this, John Jungkook. It's already late. Go take a bath. I will wait. You looked at him tensely, wondering why. Your mom has a coffee cafe and you and your mom are living a happy life with income from it. You help your mom in the cafe in your free time. You are a doctor too, also love to help others. You don't have a boyfriend. One day your mom was doing her usual work in the cafe, but two guys came in and destroyed her cafe and tightened her. If she doesn't pay the debts in a month, they would take over the cafe. But after the Mrs. John came there and made an offer to your mom, which was completely unexpected. She told your mom how many debts she has, she would settle them. But in return, you have to come to their house and stay for 3 months. At first your mom didn't agree, but Mrs. John said it would be enough if you work as a caretaker for her son for 3 months and left after giving her visiting card. And that evening you finished your work and went to the cave to pick up your mom. And you were shocked to see that the cave was ruined and there was no customers. You went inside tensely and saw your mom sitting in a chair with her elbow on the table and resting her head on her hand. Why, Mom, what happened? She raised her head and gestured for you to sit in the chair. You sat silently in the chair opposite to her. Why, Mom? You also know that I already have a lot of debts and both of our incomes aren't enough to pay them off. Why? She hesitantly told you about Mrs. John's offer. Why? Mom. Why, Mom? I also know that you don't like such things. I won't force you. Whether it troubles you, I will suffer more than you. I wanted to sell this cave and pay all of the debts, but it was built by your father with great love before he did. But I have no choice but to sell the cave to someone. Why? Mom, what are you saying, huh? Grab her hand. You yourself have told me so much that this and I are the only memories of Dad left for you. No problem. I will do that work for 3 months. Why, Mom? What really? Why? Anything for you, Mom. The next day, your mom called them and Mrs. John sent you their car to pick you up. For the first time in your life, you leave your mom and you both got emotional, even cried. And when you got the palace, your eyes widened by seeing the palace, their bodyguards, and realized that they aren't normal people, but maybe they are mafia family. You are afraid of violence, but you have come in the midst of such people against your will. The driver led you in a while the bodyguards took your bag to check it. You were innocently looking around as you entered. Then you heard a woman call your name. A beautiful lady who looks like a queen comes and stands in front of you. Mrs. John. Welcome, Ryan. Ryan. Are you Mrs. John, ma'am? Mrs. John. Yes, I am. She bowed to her politely, then she smiled at you. Mrs. John. You are gonna be here from now on. Whether you want here, feel free to ask. When? Huh? I will only be here 3 months, ma'am. Mrs. John chuckled at your reply. Why, ma'am, where is your baby? Mrs. John. Baby? Why, your son. Mrs. John. My son is 27 years old. His name is John Jungkook. What? He's older than me? Don't think too much. My son has an accident. Needs to give timely medicine, help him, and take care of him. I'm unable to take care of my son due to business things, and I'm not at home much except during free time. In such a big palace, there may be many maids. They can also take care of him if she commands. Mrs. John, many people were here to see him, but none of them had no courage to go to my son. My son is a mafia king. He is aggressive and rude and very angry, and doesn't hesitate to do anything when he gets angry. Then what if he harms me? Ma'am, my mom has no one but me, Mrs. John. Don't be scared. He won't harm you. By the way, I choose after observing you. I have seen the way you are a doctor, caring for your patients, calming even the rude ones. Only someone like you can take care of my son and heal him and make him happy. I feel that if anything happens, her son would kill me. I have also put all medicine's reports and his timetable in the room arranged for you, and you should go and check. Saying that, she left from there. Maid. Ma'am, come with me. I will show you your room. You nodded and followed her silently. You are standing in front of the door with a tray of food and medicines and water bottle in your hand. Maid. Ma'am, this is Sal's room. One. Thanks. Maid. No problem, ma'am. But... Okay. She bowed, was about to leave. One. But what? Maid. He is very dangerous and prefers to hit rather than talk. There is no peace but violence around him. No one should expect a single compliment from him because he never gives a single compliment to others. Maid. I'll go, ma'am. She left from this hesitatingly. You knocked on the door, but there was no response from inside. And you knocked, but there was no response, so you opened the door slightly and entered without his permission. Your eyes searched for him, but your eyes caught a man who was sleeping on a comfortable bed with his right hand covered in a pristine white which was fractured, rested gently on the pillow beside him. Then you thought it was the mafia king John Jungkook. You placed the tray on the small table there and slowly walked towards the bed. You are mesmerized by his looks. He literally looks like a prince, and his sharp nose, the shape of his face, the glow of his skin, his shiny long hair. This is the first time you see someone with perfect looks. Fine. Is this true? Is there really such a handsome guy? Your hand was about to touch his hand in disbelief, but you stopped. Don't forget what Mom said about him. You gasped to wake him up. Why, sir? He didn't move. Then you called out loud enough to wake him up. Jungkook. You flinched when he said irritatingly, and you took a step back as your hand gripped your dress. Then he stood up from the bed and saw you facing him in sleepy mood. Why, good morning, sir. Jungkook. Shut your mouth. His unerring made you flinch. How did you come in without my permission? Who the are you? He shouted, rubbing his eyes. Why, I'm your dog. Your caretaker, sir. As he got up irritatingly from arms, he got in the blanket and caused him pain, leaving him hissing. Jungkook. Ugh. Then you frantically ran towards him, fearlessly touching him and patting his shoulder to relieve him out of the pain, which left him silent. His irritated expression normalized as you looked at his arm with your worried face. He looked at your face in disbelief. While you were still holding him, just stared at him blankly, wondering something. While his mom got there. Mom. Jungkook, why were you shouting? When you saw his mom, you turned towards her and nervously explained to her. Jungkook mom. Ask Jungkook. She came to take care of you. Please don't scare her and don't make her go away from here. Listening to his mom's word, his gaze fell on you and you didn't notice it yet. Jungkook mom. Jungkook, please say okay. Jungkook. Okay. He went into the bathroom to brush his teeth. Similar situation happened in the past, ended up with Jungkook beating them. But this time, it changed a little, as I expected. Smirked. Jungkook mom. Why and what are you thinking? Why? Ma'am, seeing his anger, I was afraid that he would slap me. Jungkook mom, but he didn't, right? She nodded hesitatingly and looked at her. Jungkook mom, don't think too much, Ryan. I'll go take care of him. She left. Why do you feel like something is going to happen to me? Like bad? How can I stay here for 3 months, especially with this guy here? You are looking down and talking to yourself in tension. When the bathroom door opened, your gaze slowly moved from his door to his face. You gasped when you saw that his face wasn't serious. Ryan, quickly get him to eat his breakfast and medicine and get out of here using the time when he isn't serious mood. Serve your breakfast, Jungkook. Serve it up. He sat in the armchair, then you took the tray from the table and served the food in the plate and extended your hand towards him. Jungkook, feed me. You looked at him speechless, having actually never felt anyone in your life except your mom. Ryan, sir, how can I? Jungkook, didn't you see my fracture? Raised his eyebrow, then you bite your lower lip and started feeding him. The way he eats staring at you makes you embarrassing. Why is he staring at me like that? God, it's too embarrassing. Wait, what? If he doesn't like the food, is he looking to hit me? Sir, I'm sorry, please don't hit me. Jungkook looked at you with a question mark. Ryan, thinking of your health, I have prepared the food like this. If you don't like it, I will cook it again. Please don't. Jungkook, it was a very satisfying food. Ryan, what? Did you give me a compliment? This is totally unexpected. He said nothing but chewing the food, but you saw the corner of his lip. Ryan, sir, you have something in the corner of your lip. Jungkook, then wipe. Ryan, huh? Jungkook, aren't you here to take care of me? Ryan, I'm sorry. He expected to wipe his lips with your thumb, but instead you wiped his lips with tissue paper, making his eyebrows frowning. Jungkook, the hell? His shout made you flinch, and you dropped the plate. Ryan, did I do anything wrong and hurt you, sir? He looked at you with serious eyes. Without saying another word, he pulled you into his lap and let you fall into his lap. Ryan, what's wrong with me, sir? He brushed his lips against the corner of your neck, shocking you. You looked at him strangely, then his lips came to yours, as if to kiss. Ryan, sir, what are you doing? You placed your hands on his chest without bending down to kiss his lip on yours. One of his arms wrapped around you tightly, kissed your lips aggressively without any warning. You lost your first kiss, that too without your will. Even though you were struggling under him, he was still aggressively brushing his lips against yours. Somehow you pushed him off of you and got up from his lap with teary eyes. Ryan, what the hell is wrong with you? You asked him while wiping your lips, and he replied so calmly. Ryan, I'm not a doll to be used for your needs like this. You are going to leave, but he called you. Jungkook, you can't go from there. Ryan, I can. I won't stay here for a moment. I will leave now. While you are going to your room to take your bag, the maid stopped you with your phone on the way. You wiped your tears and looked at her. Maid, ma'am, you got missed calls from your mom. Ryan, give it to me. She handed you a phone and left. You called your mom and she immediately picked up the call, as if she was waiting for you. Ryan, mom, Mrs. John has cleared all our debts and I am very happy now. Now I have a peace of mind. Ryan, what? Ryan, mom, yes dear, it's all because of you. I feel very proud to have a daughter like you. Ryan, are you really alright there? No, mom, I can't stay. I wanted to come to you. But so much has already happened. No, I can't take away your peace of mind and your happiness. Ryan, mom, why are you there? Ryan, yes, mom. And please take care of yourself. Ryan, mom, okay, you too. Ryan, bye. Hang up the call. As your eyes were about to get wet again, you felt someone tap on the shoulder and you looked back over your shoulder. Who was that? Ryan, mom. Jungkook, mom, okay. I'm going on a trip, and Jungkook and you take care until I get here. Ryan, ma'am, your son looks so weird. I'm scared of him. Ryan, you have to get used to it. If my son is normal, why would I choose you for him? You have to do your job. Don't break your word. I keep my word and solve all problems. Now it's your time. Ryan, Okay, ma'am. Jungkook mom. Did you give him his medicine? Ryan. Not yet. Ryan. You must remember your work properly. Ryan. I'm sorry. I will go to him. Jungkook mom. Meanwhile, two gods came and she went out with them. She walked back to his room against her will and saw he was sitting on the edge of the bed and crossed legs, smacking as if he knew you would come back to him. Jungkook. Someone said that they won't stay here. Isn't it funny after coming back to me? When, sir, please take care of your medicine. You showed him the medicine without looking into his eyes, but he smirked. Jungkook. Huh, sir? But you didn't use the word sir when you raised your voice at me, did you? When, please forgive me about that. Still not looking at him. Jungkook. Come here. You did as he said. Have your seat. He made you sit next to him while you were about to sitting on the floor. He pulls the gun from under the pillow and your heart skips a beat as the gun travels along your jawline. If there was someone else in your place, I would have already shot them with my gun. Ryan. Sir, he leaned on your shoulder and sniffing your lovely scent and said something. Jungkook. Why do you smell so nice? Ryan. You tried to move, but his arm wrapped around your waist and squeezed. Sir, stop. I already told you I'm not a doll to be used for your needs like this. Jungkook. Don't raise your voice. He pushed you back, made you lie down on the bed. He put his hand on your stomach before you got up in fear. Jungkook. Don't dare to move, Kim Boyan. You stopped moving when your name came out of his mouth. He slowly crawled onto the bed and laid next to you, carefully not bothering his fractured arm. How do you know my name, even if your mother doesn't know my full name? Jungkook. If I start telling, you will still be afraid. Ryan. Are you a psycho? Or obsessed with me and made me come back to you? Jungkook. Beyond that, smart.